Hi guys, get ready with me to farm work. I'm come back from the Tallinn, as you know, if you're following my channel. Now it's like very intensive time in Poland. It's a lot of work. I was struggling with some rules in Poland because I wanna make the sewage and I wanna renovate part of the house to open company and press cold pressed oil and sell it. That's my idea for the company. But the problem is that I got some squares in my parents' house, and it's not that it's empty and that it's ready to work. So it's very like a lot of work. Like most important task what I had, it was like to get permission to build up the sewage. So in background you can see my parents' house. It's very empty and it's very minimalistic, which I really like because all my family is very minimalistic. We just having this stuff what we need and not more. No more consumptionism, I will say. Yeah, glass of water and we can go. Of course, when I start filming, so my boy is texting to me and he's offended that I'm not responding. Because every time when I wanna do stuff, he is ready to talk with me. And I am not. This is the place where we're going to live. So it's 2 floors, and the first floor that will be my company. And as you can see, it's the swallow here. I don't know how she or he get it, but yeah, it's the swallow here. So this is the place when I will have company, and there must be we have to make the door. And here's the another part of this building. So totally it's 50 squares. So sewage will be dig here, and here will be pipe to the building. And here's this second room, and as you can see, it's a lot of work to like clean up because for the food production everything have to be high quality hygiene. So I have a lot of to work because I even don't know how I will split this room for the sections. I have some idea, but still I'm looking for the best. And the problem with this stuff is that we actually don't have place to place it, because everything what is on this farm was not planned that I will be living here and I need space. So here, for example, it's some building, and but this is crop storage because my father he have like some hectares of the field, so it's the grain and this stuff. So that was like grain storage mainly, and this coal. So these machines were standing there. They were in this first room where I was showing you that there will be company. So they was there. So he actually, it's so nice because he decided to like seed much less grain in this year that he can have space here. So the grain will be here. He built up this here, and that will be also here. And the problem with this small area is that you have to storage very dry grain if you place it like that, because before that was open space and the grain was laying like on the flat, and he was coming here every day and just you know, mixing all of the grain that can dry up. So even when it was the rainy time or the grain wasn't dry enough to take out from the field, so he could do it because it was placed to dry up, and now it's not. So that's a bit problematic, and so everything is like, you know, this snowball. So the next problem is that here are the grain and the machine, but still, as you saw, it's a lot of stuff which have to disappear. And you know, I even not saying about the second floor, because there is even more. And you know, I have also my stuff where they are hide somewhere, and yeah. So we building chicken house. And this chicken house is on the wheels, and it's huge, as you can see. Why it's on the wheels? Because if it's not on the wheels, we need another permission from the government to build infrastructure which is connected to the ground, like for permanent. So, and you know, that take time, that take money, and of course they can actually say no. So my father had this solution that he will build platform, and you know, so he's very good with like planning stuff and whaling and this. So he actually making everything by him own, because you know, for if we will order this, that will be like extremely expensive. So this is the platform. Yesterday and today I was working with this plank, so that's my work, and now I will paint this with this like security base that can be like for many years. And why we need this chicken house? It's the chicken house here. So here is like the small storage next to chicken house where the ferret now living, and here's this chicken house. And the problem is with this chicken house that what's up? Okay, I will go. The problem, oh my God. The problem with this chicken house is that it's a lot of rats here. Like when they moved in here, it was not rats at all. And when they started having chickens here, that came a lot of rats, because you know how it is. Always with chicken, it's a lot of wasting food, and it's more and more problematic. And for example, we also found out that we have 2 ducks now, and my father was also struggling that since the rats move in, it's much less eggs, and he's selling eggs as a farmer. So for example, today they went to the farmer market and they're selling eggs, and yeah, and he was like buying a lot of expensive vitamins. He was planting special herbs for the chicken. It was like crazy, because you know, they are like ecological. I mean, like they're not eating, we're not buying the food for them, like everything is from the field here, and it's like my father doesn't use the pesticides and like just the vitamins spraying on the leaves. So they really try to like produce high quality food, and that started when my father, like 20 years ago, he was very sick, and that came that they have to change lifestyle, that they not supposed to work that hard. And yeah, so as you can see, it's not perfect here. It's not the Instagram look, it's just the Polish village, and you know, but doesn't stop us to produce like nice eggs. And yeah, so it's a lot of rats, and we found out recently, like maybe 2 months ago, that because of these rats it's much less chicken eggs, and also because of that the duck don't want to make eggs, because this is they have like high level of cortisol here, because they're not feeling safe, they're feeling in danger. So that stopped them to producing egg, because they're producing this for themselves, not for us, of course. So we decided that this will be taken down, and we will remove all of the walls where the rats sitting, and here also will be like nice room where we can place it my father's stuff from this second room. So that will be here, and yeah, you know, for me this is bullshit. It's not profitable to have chickens for the egg, because we can actually buy the egg from another farmer and doesn't have this expensive cost of tractor, tools, insurance, like checking up every year, fixing this. But you know, he liked to do stuff, and that was his life. All of his life was around farming. He was teacher, but after that he was like small farmer always. So I think that he cannot stop it. Yeah, so that's the plan. So today I will continue with the planks, and yeah, I hope that I will finish floor today. It's very early. Coco. You know, they totally are not afraid. It's just when I went inside, so maybe they were scared because this is unusual that during the day someone is going in, but like around the area, so they are not that scared, which I think it's nice. And yeah, so that's mainly you will see on this channel, like building stuff. And my boyfriend is coming back soon, so probably will be a lot of about the vegetables. He have master of science. He have biology degree. So and he have huge knowledge about the plants, herbs. This is like crazy. He is fascinated by nature since he was little boy, and he have excellent memory. So can you imagine that you are reading and learning since 20 years at least, and you remember that? So I think that for these who like hearing about the plants and what we can do, like this stuff, will be a lot of inspiration, explanation, and yeah, I think will be cool. So I can just invite you to subscribe my channel, and this channel actually is my channel and my boy channel. And you seeing me now so much because, you know, I am this guy who is filming, and now, you know, I also have possibility because I'm here. Yes, so he's working, and now he's on the last 2 weeks period, so he's coming here, and we'll start our Polish life, and we'll see that we can actually live here on the level which we like to have in our life. Yeah, so I'm very happy. I'm very happy that I'm in Poland, and yeah, we'll see what the future will bring us. Have a nice day.